See, now I'm kind of scared to do it again after I done clear my throat because I feel like it's not going to sound right. But anyways, hey, um, so I'm back again with another video. Um, and this video is probably gonna be a little difficult to just, it may not be something that you want to hear, maybe a little hard to talk about, um, but it's essential for growth. If you truly want to connect with your higher self and, manifest your higher self and, you know, create this new reality, you know, fully transform, then it's probably important that you stay and listen. My car is making noises right now, so I don't know if you can hear that. The little clicks and stuff. That's just confirmation. But this video is gonna be talking about drinking, substance abuse, etc. And, it's not an easy thing when it comes down to getting attached to these things that are no longer in alignment for us. They come across sometimes, and you get sucked down this hole where it feels like you're trying to climb out of it, but at the same time, you can't. But it's all about the mindset that you have. When it comes down to drinking and you're in an environment that kind of enables you to do so because the environment is not good. It's unhealthy. It's negative, and you get stressed. You have a lot of stuff that's going on, and you're working on trying to get up out of this, or you're just, well, you're working on getting out of it, but it's just a little difficult because it feels like a loop that you're stuck in because it's kind of holding you over until you can get out of it. So I'm going to start with drinking, by the way, obviously. But because it's also been something that's, has been hard for me. But with me and my mindset, it's like I can control it. If you notice you have the power to control, then it gets a little bit easier over time. So recently I drank, and in that video I was drinking, right? It's been 4 days since I last had a drink. So if I know that I can go that long, hold on, then I know that I can continue going on. Sometimes it's a process to gradually slow down. So you may give yourself like a day out the week to do so, and then eventually you cut it all together. So that means from this point forward, like, hey, I'm not going to drink anything. And it comes to a conclusion, like on Saturday again. Will I drink again, or will I actually just stop? Because if I actually stop this pattern, this new pattern, then it's completely gone. And there are ways to set the intention of stopping, which I will get into in another video. because it's really manifesting that, you know, to stop the habit. Hold on one second. Sorry, y'all. I needed to turn it on because I needed the air. Because I'm like directly in the sun. And don't get me wrong, it's cold outside. It's cold out here, but yeah. But I'm gonna try not to sit in my car for too long. I just needed some air while I make this video. So hopefully it's not interfering with the sound. Okay. That should be good enough. But yeah. It's not easy to admit when we have a problem with these things, okay? And you have to cope with it how you want to cope with it, but at the same time you have to like face that reality that you're currently living in. I had a dream, okay? I went to sleep, I had a dream about this horse. Mind you, I was talking about the year of the horse in the previous video, and we are in the year of the horse. Year of the horse has been so significant, like just the horse symbols and all just has been so significant, and just, you know, telling me, representing alignment for me, because it's on many things that I just see it everywhere, honestly. But I had a dream that this horse started to attack in my dream, and you know, I had to do something about it to keep it from attacking once more. And my grandparents were there and they were calm, and you know, I tried to look up an interpretation of this dream. So I'm just like, whoa. And you know, with my grandparents being calm, that's just telling me that my ancestors are there. It's my ancestors, and they know that these changes are necessary. I'm still in the process of transforming, you know? So it's like the old me that's held on to this drinking, it just doesn't align anymore with who I'm becoming. And I say all day, I don't understand how people can drink, because when you get way up there, and my thing is, I don't even get way up there. The first couple of times I did, it still was a way up there, but it's just like on the verge of, you know, because I don't usually act out or tweak and whatever, because the main things it makes me do is just like want to like calm down. I just want to calm down. It's not like a super drunk feeling at all. It's just when you get just a little bit too buzzed, like a little bit too tipsy, but it's not drunk at the same time. That's just what it is. And I just be wanting to calm down. I'm just like, I don't know how people do this, and I don't like it. So I don't like to drink more than what I can handle, okay? But sometimes it happens because I don't know. It's like unpredictable for that feeling to come on. So it's just like I would feel like it's calming down, and then I would like drink water, and then water makes it go up more because the alcohol is still in the system. So it's like sucking up that alcohol, I mean the water, and it just gets you way more buzz, because I've had that happen, and I'm just like, okay, it's unpredictable when you drink, like it really is. And then you think enough time would have went by, and it still adds up, and it gets you more, and I don't like it, okay? But when I drank in the other video, I had it with some orange juice. I put just like at least this much amount in the orange juice, and the orange juice was way more. Like, it was way more orange juice. So I had a sip of that. Then I waited at least an hour or two before getting more, because I was like, I'm not trying to have that much in my system. And I had water, because I showed the water in the video, drank the water, and then I ate. I had something to eat. And what's crazy is when I was trying to open up the orange juice that was in there, it was very hard to open. And honestly, I really should have stopped. I really should have stopped, because I tried so hard to fight to get that orange juice open, because I don't like drinking straight up. I can't do that. I don't know how y'all do that, but I like mine with a little flavor. I don't even care if the alcohol itself already has flavor. I'm not finna drink up alcohol straight up. That's just not me. I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna mix it with some juice or something. So, and what I mixed up was actually pretty freaking good, but can't have it. Can't. I've been dealing. I know. I know that I'm way stronger than my subconscious mind and these intrusive thoughts trying to tell me to pick up a drink. I know that I am. I choose if I want to have a drink or not, but I can't always listen to myself. And that's another thing. That's what's really gets a lot of people. It's like, oh, I can control this. I'm in control. I can tell myself that I can have this or do this, but sometimes we can't always listen to ourselves either, because that's the ego. Woo! That was powerful right there, because I didn't even come to that realization myself until I said this out loud. The ego will keep us in this loop when trying to break bad habits and stuff. Listen to your soul. Listen to your heart. Listen to the divine. Listen to your intuition, because all of that is way more powerful than these intrusive thoughts, than the ego. I'm telling you. Because you may think you're so in control, and you're not. You're not. So that's just honoring the ego even more. And then the ego will push you in this playback. I don't know why I heard playback. But this loop. It'll keep you in this repeated cycle, because you're so in control. Right? So it's like playing yourself, really. You're battling yourself. And that also goes with substance abuse. Everything I'm talking about also goes for substance abuse. This is not exempt substance abuse. This is all part of it. Drinking, substance abuse, anything that's addictive. It doesn't even have to be drugs and drinking. It could be eating. It could just simply be drinking too much of something else, or eating too much of this, or doing this activity too much. So it's best to fast. Give yourself at least one day to fast from something. And that doesn't mean go back and start it again the second day. If you notice you can do it the first day, one day, you know you can do it for one day, you can do it for another day. You can do it for a third day. Matter of fact, you can do it for the whole goddamn week. And then you'll go on and do it for 2 weeks. Okay. And then you can go on and do it for a month. But we are in this together. And we will get through it. Because we do not want to be tied down to anything that holds us back from our reality. And it may not be as easy and it may not be as hard. But we're going to get there. And you got to watch out for people who are plotting on you to fail. These past energies and energies that are surrounding you, wanting to see you fail. And projecting such energies onto you when they're not yours. That's causing you to indulge in these habits. Have to watch out for that too. Keep that energy cleansed. Keep your space cleansed. All of that. And it's even harder when you're in an environment that is surrounded by such. Because personally, I haven't bought any alcohol. There's just alcohol in the house. You see what I mean? I haven't bought any. And, you know, as far as indulging in Mary Jane, that stopped in December. So, and it's going on March now. So December, January, February, this would be the 3rd month. And then March should be the 4th month with me going without it. But it's a good thing I see an airplane flying right here. Because I was just about to talk about traveling when I ain't gonna say too much about plans, so never mind. But just know that it is very essential to cut out all these bad habits. I'm telling you, it may seem like the most difficult thing in the world. Now, if you're on something harder, only you can save yourself. I've never experienced anything harder. The only time I probably experienced something is something that was prescribed to me for pain, which ain't even strong. I had a perk 3 point something, but that was prescribed for pain. That's not something that I got off the streets or anything that's too strong. Like, it wasn't nothing. It really wasn't nothing. Yes, I felt the effects, not itching or nothing, just simply just like relaxed, and the pain went away. Like, that's it. That's it. Then I also experienced codeine, which was also prescribed for pain, and eventually that wasn't really working. So that stuff, like, it was really weak stuff. Some of the stuff helped to a certain extent, but that shit was actually pretty weak. And it was not nothing that you can actually get addicted to. After a while, you can. It can be because of the feelings, but it really isn't anything. Now, hydrocodone, the hydrocodone that I was on, for pain, because I have like certain issues that I do not want to claim that I have, but that's just what it is. And maybe one day I'll talk about them. But I had it for pain. after coming from the ER, um, it was, after a while, after having him and having to go to the ER repeatedly back to back to stop this pain that I've been, undergoing and stuff, they will prescribe me the same pills. And it's just like, that shit can actually get addicting. and and it's not good for the body, because it can actually make you constipated and so many other things as well. But no, I haven't had that in like a while now, because my health issues are getting better now and I haven't had to go to the ER. So, and I'm, grateful that I haven't had to go. So, that's good. So I can no longer, be put on that stuff. So that just stops that altogether. But the main thing to tackle is being present. Being present without all of those things. Now I can see why. I was watching a video and she was like, it's essential, or I don't know however she said it, how she worded it, but it's essential to, meditate in nature. And yeah, it's essential to just be present in this very moment and just being so aware. Like, when you say that you want to make a change today and be that change, you have to ground that. You have to fully mean that. You have to fully embody that. Excuse me. That was a confirmation burp. Because that was just a random burp. I don't usually burp, but that was a random burp. No, seriously. It's not an easy process to come to terms with, but it is vital for growth. It is vital for change and your reality and as such. And another thing is, when you're trying to release these old habits, you have to replace them with better habits. That's the only way. And I realized that I've stopped playing my game. And I know I've been so busy and stuff, but I think since I've detached drinking from while playing my game and just simply drinking while I'm like watching YouTube or something and doing some other stuff, I think now I can replace that with playing my game. You know what I'm saying? Just play my game, just doing other stuff. If I want to go do something, then I'll just leave the house and just go do something else, instead of feeling like I feel stuck inside, or like, that I can't do anything else once I've, probably finished what I had to do, such as homework, looking over important stuff, probably getting tired of my game, you know, because today I'm off of work today. So I have stuff that I have to do, but once that's all said and done, it's like, what else can I do? And like I said, if I wanted to, I can just get in my car. I can create content. I can just simply go to a park or something, or just look around somewhere, take a walk somewhere. You know, that is the change that has to be implemented. Like, I just got up today and I'm just like, yeah, I need to make a video on this. Because not only is it going to help you, it's going to help me too. And once I put this out here, it's like, okay, from this point forward, I have already shifted. I have already changed the timeline. I have already got rid of this old version of myself that likes to drink. Now, drinking is not really big. Mary Jane, I'm okay with Mary Jane. Because Mary Jane from the earth, you know, she helps. She is like, she helps us. She does. But she doesn't like to be abused all the time. Okay? Because then she will abuse us back. Because we are already reflections. Mary Jane reflects us. Wait, Mary Jane reflects us, and we reflect Mary Jane. Because of how we use her, that creates our reality, changes our mindset, and so forth. So you have to be very gentle with Mary Jane. Um, so, but she'll be there when it's time, for sure. Because, man, when I tell you, I receive all the signs in the world for when she wants to come back around. Like, it's not even funny. And I'm experiencing signs now, but I'm not giving in. Because, sometimes it could be, when you have like your, because you have to get the Mary Jane from somewhere. It could, a source. So that source who provides that Mary Jane, if it's not you growing it yourself, will try to manifest you to come back and get it. So that's also another thing to watch out for. And it's not to be scared or like you don't know what to do and be overwhelmed. It's just simply discernment and using your intuition. That's it. That's all it is. Nothing is difficult as long as you just listen to your intuition. Your intuition does not operate out of control. Like it does not operate like the ego operates at all. And that discernment is protection. Kind of like similar to how fear protects us. Like we can't operate out of fear. Fear doesn't exist in the way that it is programmed in the world. But it is there to help us. And another thing, well, actually, I think that's just pretty much it. It's just not easy. It's not. But it can be if you let it be. We just have to be way more powerful. And we are. way more powerful than anything that tries to hold us back. Think about it. If these things want to hold us back, that means we're powerful. It's like going up against a villain. You know, it's like Batman going up against Joker. Joker tries every which way to bring down Batman because he knows Batman is powerful. And so far, I haven't seen it. If there's anything new about Batman, I haven't seen it, so I don't know what I might say might be accurate. But as so far, you know, and I already know the deeper meaning of, you know, the Joker and stuff, but I'm just using this as like an example. I'm just using them as like a villain against a hero. And it's crazy that I pick up on that because we on the hero's journey. We're on the hero's journey, literally. So there's gonna be all types of villains trying to take us down because they know that we're powerful. So if you want to have that mindset and look at it that way, then yeah, hello, period. And as you know, Batman he retired, but we're talking about in a sense of them fighting and stuff. Batman has always succeeded. So that just goes to show that we are capable of changing our reality, of succeeding, of letting go of these bad habits, most importantly. But I think I'm done yapping. Because that's just all I have to say. Also, I couldn't help but notice a tree. Hi, tree. But yeah, a lot of the trees in the background. Well, I'm expecting this. Oh, sorry. I could have been clicked on the screen and did that. It was a way back. So I'm so I'm so sorry. Wow. Whoops. But it's okay though. The important thing is the message, not the way things look. But yeah, guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for real though. Much love. Thank you for watching.